Good morning, Twyla from Twyla's Totes. Um, this morning I am making the Valora handbag by Mormino, and I'm doing it the Valora version. So the bow comes from the Fiona bag from Siah. So I'm going to use the bow, and then the Valora handbag from Mormino. Okay, today I am using my vinyls that I chose. Excuse me. This is the Valora. This is one of the ones I made. I've made like 4 or 5 of them. I don't remember. But this is one of my favorites, and it's got the snap and the little zipper and slip pockets and a little and a zip pocket on the other side. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Oh, excuse me, with the bow. And I chose this is the Luxe Vinyl Muted Mauve by Mormino, and the bows by Mormino. I chose this, like this color, kind of matches, but you could do all colors with it. That's the color my bow is going to be also. And let's see, I am doing gold hardware with this mauve, this beautiful mauve zipper tape. I think I got this from Siah Swag Bags. And I cut out the crossbody handle, but I also have this bow webbing that I got from Mormino. I don't know if I'll use it because it's got the pink background. So I think I'll just use the crossbody handle I cut. And the lining is very light purple waterproof canvas lite by Mormino. Okay, let's get started. Oh, I wanted to show you my cute little, here. This is the bag tag I chose. This is from Heartwood and Hide. I thought that would be pretty on it with all the colors. And I'm using these bow zipper pulls. So cute. Let's see if you can see them. Cute little zipper pulls. I know they're rainbow, but I don't care. This one's my bag, so I'm going to make it the way I want it. Okay, let's get you down here so you can see what's going on. Oh, the thread I'm using is mauvalicious from Siah Swag. Hold on. Okay, I think I got you down here in a good spot. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to start off with my crossbody strap and my handles. Get those out of the way. I'm just going to put some tape down either side of this line I drew. And this is a, this will be a 3/4 inch strap when we're done. But when I saw Lauren did her first Valora, I know she loves the bows, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta use the bow vinyl and make one for myself. I love my piglet one, but I needed more of a spring, summery vibe that would go with a lot of different outfits. I haven't decided yet on the wallet I'm going to make with it, but we'll see. Okay, that one's taped. Trash can over here. I can get to it. And I'm just folding this into the center. then we're going to sew down either side. I probably should have had this already done, prepped. That's okay. This bag doesn't really take too long if you've got everything prepped and ready to go. Okay, the other side, we're going to fold it in and leave just a little gap between them so that when we fold it up, there's room. I don't know if y'all can hear Lemon. She's over here in the window snoring. We have sunshine today, so she's happy. There we go. And we're going to fold them together where the edges meet. I'm just going to clip these real quick. I used, I think I told you, 3/4 inch hardware. And I love the little grab handles on this. I love the little faux rolled handle, which I used the idea of it on one of my other bags. Oops, wrong one. I know this takes forever. I just want to clip it. Wish I could remember where I got the little bows from, because they're adorable. Little zipper pulls. Okay, here we go. Now we're going to sew back up the other side. you go. Okay, so that one's done. I'm just going to trim the edge a little bit down here at the bottom, make it even. The other side's okay. Nope. Yeah, it's good. There we go. There's our strap. Okay, now we're going to work on the handles. We're going to fold this into the center like we normally do. Except we're going to mark a few inches from either end. To make our faux rolled handle. Okay, let's do one at a time. Okay. Oh my gosh, she's getting really loud over there. I'm surprised y'all can't hear her. Oh my gosh, she's so funny. Okay, now, instead of sewing down either side, we're going to make marks. Just a little mark on either end. Just a couple little marks. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to pinch it together at those marks. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all can't see. I just marked it up, and we're going to fold it and match up those marks. Okay. I'm going to put a clip. Okay, and then we're going to match up the marks on the other end. Okay, let me remark that one. I measured wrong. There we go. There it is. Okay, we're going to fold the center together. Okay. And then we're just going to sew from mark to mark. Okay. Because once we put it together, there we go. Okay. My thread's out of the way here. I lost my mark. Okay. And we're just sewing down one side of the folded edges. Ouch. Okay, and we're just going to okay. There we go. It's our faux rolled handle. Okay, let me get the other one done. We'll do that again. And then we'll attach them to the bag. Well, I hope she's having good dreams over there. Okay, make your marks. And we'll fold them up. Okay, now we're going to sew the side, sew it like we did the other one. Okay, we've got both of those made. Now we're going to put them on our outside pieces. And I got the templates from that template shop. So I'm going to mark, oops. This material, it doesn't necessarily have a direction, but the bows, you see the bows are going, so I'm just going to make a mark on the bottom right here on each one. See how the bows, these bows look like they're directional. So that's my top. I mean, you can have upside down bows, it doesn't matter. I'm just going to make a mark across the bottom there. Okay, that's our placement. Right now, on the bottom of each one of these, I'm going to put a little piece of tape just across the little bottom. Oh wait, let me trim this a little bit so that it's even all the way across. There we go. That one looks good. So we're just going to put a little piece of tape across the bottom here. On all four. Check this one. Yeah, you see how it's sticking up a little bit right there? I'm just going to trim that so it's all flush. Just that back piece. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to take our bow, or our handle, excuse me, and make sure we have the folded edge facing out. I'm just going to line that up. Okay. Look good. Now I'm going to draw a line. Let's see. I don't think I have that one. Oh, maybe I do. Hold on. I have this little ruler. And I'm going to mark. I know this is the difficult way, I know. But I'm just making a little box on there so that I have my marks to go by. This pen's almost done. Yep. Try my other one. There we go. That's better. Okay. I think that was too high. There we go. Sorry, I'm taking so long for this. Now we're going to sew that box. Hopefully my stitches will look good. I'm leaving my tails long. We'll just tie the threads off after we get done. Okay, looks pretty good. You don't have to tie your threads off. You can just backstitch if you want. Oh, I should have marked these before. To make these markings on the sides, let me do that after I sew the other one on. Before I sew the other handle onto the other piece, because I forgot. There we go. Okay, let's do the other one. And I put Decaville Light on the back of this because this is like, I think it's kind of like accessory weight. It's a little bit thinner. I put Decaville Heavy on the bottom, and I didn't put any on the side pieces because I wanted those to lay a little bit how they're supposed to, I guess you'd say. That looks good. Look at those stitches. Looks good. Okay, let me mark that really quick. I know it's a little bit later on in the pattern, but I wanted to make sure I had those marks on there. Okay. Let's see, what was it? Okay. And this is the marks where you're going to fold the piece in and out of the way. You're going to fold it in a 1/2 inch, so I made a 1-inch mark so that when you fold it in, you're folding it in 1/2 inch. Okay. Okay, let's get this one done. Then we can move on to the bow. I'm really excited about that one. That part. Okay. Get our little piece here. And this definitely helps. having my lines to follow. Okay, got those marked. Let's get those sewn on. We're getting there. Threads aren't cooperating. I made sure I wound. I had 2 bobbins wound. Not that this is necessarily a 2 bobbin bag, but just in case. Okay. Okay, before I move on to the next part, I want to get a wet cloth and get my markings off of the vinyl. And I'm just using the fragrance-free baby wipes. Yeah. There we go. Get this one off, just so that there's no chance of it staying. There we go. Those look pretty. Look good. Okay, let's do the bow. Really excited about that now. Let's see. I need, well, I'll put that on a little bit. I'm going to put my bow on first after we figure out what we're doing. Okay. I know my pieces are in here. There they are. Okay. Got my bow pieces. What I did on this one, this is the outside piece, and I marked down 1/2 inch, and then I'm going to put some double stick tape right along the edges, and then fold that in. This is the top and bottom of the bow. Okay. Just so that we have like a little 1/4 inch fold over there. There we go. Okay, I'm just going to top stitch across the top and bottom of that. There we go. Did I want to do that? Okay, hold on a sec. Let me check something. Okay, here we go. Top and bottom. Top stitched. Let me get my other piece. Okay, this is the bow, the bottom part, and I'm just going to tape across the top here, one side, just to hold them together while I sew around it. Try not to pull it so that I don't get it out of whack. Okay. There we go. Fold it in half. There we go. Now we're going to stitch all the way around, just like at 1/8 of an inch. Okay, got that done. Okay, let's do our bow. Let me get a piece of thread here. Okay, okay. Let's see. Have a needle? I think I have a needle. I did have a needle. Oh well, we're just gonna have to do this. Excuse me. Just folding the thread in half. I'll just put a knot in the bottom just to hold the threads together. Okay. Now we're going to pinch this up in the center. Let's see. There we go. Trying to do like a little fan fold here. My fingers aren't cooperating. There we go. Oh my goodness. Got it. Fan fold. See? Okay. I'm going to take this, just tie it around here. Oh. Should have left a tail. Let me leave a tail. Fingers don't want to cooperate today. Oh, come on. You think I'd never tied thread before. Oh my goodness. There we go. There we go. Got that tied up. Now we're going to pinch this up. Let me get my center first. There we go. There it is. Okay. And then we're going to tie this up under here. Once we get all this tied together, then we'll fluff it. There we go. Okay. There we go. That's adorable. Adorable. Okay, that's those two pieces. Now, I think I need to cut some off of this piece. Because, yeah, so I'm going to cut this a little bit because I made it too wide. added the length. Yeah, I added extra length so that we would have to put in our strap connector. Okay, we're going to add some tape down the center, and then just fold the edges in to meet each other. Okay, and we're going to sew down either side of that at 1/8 inch. There we go. And this is going to be the centerpiece of our bow. It's going to be so cute. Cut that off now. Okay. Now let's see, which one do we want to be our front? Let's see. I like that one. Okay, now I need to mark down where we want. I guess I need some centers. Where we want our connector to go. I'm just marking my centers on here. Okay. Now, I think it was, let's see how we like it there. Oh, excuse me. Okay, I think I'm going to do mine there. Get my strap connector tool from Joleelee Creations. See? I'm going to use the 1 inch. And we're going to place it. I guess I need a center mark on that, don't I? I didn't mark that, did I? Okay. Now I got my center mark. Okay, we're going to use the 1 inch, and we're going to place these straight edges right there along that mark, and we're going to draw up the sides and back down. Okay, so we got a little trapezoid thing going on there. I think that's what it's called. Yep. Okay, and we're just going to cut those angled marks and the shorter one, not the bottom one. Use my little blade here. Isn't it pretty? Kind of matches my project. Okay, I'm going to put that back in. And we're just going to mark. We're going to cut up those sides. Those angled sides. And across the top. Okay. Do not cut the longer part of the bottom. Oh, there we go. Wipe my ink off before I get it on everything. Okay, see? We have this little cutout here. Now what we're going to do with where the edges meet, that's the wrong side, we're going to place that in here. And I'm going to pull it down a little bit because we want enough room. And we're going to sew right here along this edge at the top here. Okay. Just make sure I have enough to pull down just a little bit more. Okay. We're just going to sew right across the edge up there. And this is just going to hold it in place. I need to do it from the other side. Make sure it's straight. I don't want it. There we go. So I don't want to go past the vinyl. I don't want to sew off the vinyl there, the bow center. See? Right there. Okay. Now we're going to take our bow, place it on here, and we're going to tuck this in to the same hole. Maybe. Okay, there we go. And we're going to pull that bow down, or we're going to pull that one in. Okay. Okay. I'm going to pull it a little bit snug. And I'm just going to clip it for now because I want to place my bow sides. Get those positioned where we want them. Okay, I'm just going to measure down each side to see if I got them pretty even. This one's higher. There we go. That's where he needs to be. That looks good. Now I'm just gonna sew down the sides just a little bit to hold it in place. We'll do the other side. Okay. Now we've got those in position. Left out a little bit here. Okay. You can play with it, fix it up how you want it. There we go. Okay. Now what we're going to do here is we're going to take those two pieces, make sure our bow's pulled nice and tight. Oops. There we go. That looks good. And we're going to fold this, and we're going to sew through this little piece here and the bow. I mean, not the bow, but those connector pieces. Squish them out of the way. She looks so pretty. She looks pretty. Okay, let's see. Let's put our bag tag on. Do we want it up here? Or do we want it below? I think I want it below. I'm going to hide it right there. I'm going to change my stitch length a little bit. I'm pulling my stitches through, my threads through. I'm going to tie those off. here. My mom's in her sewing room. She likes to make keychains that she gives away. She says she gives them away for a smile. So when we're out and we've got a good waitress or somebody helps her in the store or whatever, she gives them a keychain. Okay. That looks adorable. Okay, now we're going to work on the other side. We're going to do a slip pocket on the other side. I don't think I need my connector thing anymore. Okay, so we need our slip pocket pieces. Slip pocket pieces. That's going to be on the other side of the bag. Okay, so we're going to put right sides together. Make sure I got my piece going the right way around. Let me double check my seam allowance here. Oh, let me change my stitch length back. Don't forget to do that. We're sewing across the top here. Okay. And we're just going to flip it. There we go. And then we're just going to do an 1/8 inch top stitch across the top of that. And there we go. That part, easy. No big deal. Oops. There we go. Now we're going to place this on our back piece. Okay. Now we're just going to do an 1/8 inch stitch around to hold it in place. There's our slip pocket. So cute. Okay. Next, we're going to do our side connectors. Okay, so I need my side connector pieces and my sides. Oops. Not the lining. And there. Okay, and we need our D-rings. Okie doke. These are my side pieces, and the top is the wider part. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with these. We're going to fold in the raw edges into the center. Oops. I almost dropped it. On these sides, you want butted right up against each other. Okay. I'm going to stitch down the sides of them. Let me check my bobbin real quick. Oh, we're still good. We are still good. Okay, I forgot. No, we're just going to have to go with it. I should have sewn up, the centers a little bit. Anyway, because now I'm going to be stitching on the same seam allowance, but that's okay. It'll be fine. Okay. I'll put a little tape on the end here. Let's put some down the center. Each one. Not all the way down, because we're going to be folding in the top edge. Let me see. Okay. We're going to put our D-ring on the back side, and we're going to fold this down. Right. Come on. Right there. Put a little piece of tape up under there. Just putting a little piece of tape to hold down this where I folded it. Put that on. Now we want this one to do the same. A little piece of tape. Get it ready. Okay, we'll fold this one down. We want them to match. Check my measurement. We're good. Clip that. Okay. Now we're going to mark the centers of our side pieces here. There we go. Okay, now we're going to place these on here, centered. Let me double check. Okay. I'm just going to check and see. Oops. Okay, we're going to move this piece of tape. And center it up here, like so. Okay, then we're going to sew up the side and across. And I'm just going to sew right next to that 1/8 inch line that I've already sewn. I'm just going to go up as far as we can. More. There we go. There we go. Looks good. Okay. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Remove my tape. Okay, same thing. Up one side, down the other. Yeah, I would have weighted and just taped that on. I should have done that, and then I would have only had one stitch line. But it turned out good. Okay, there's that. Done. And now we need a rivet. We got to rivet. Right there. And right there. Punch my holes. Get our ribbons. I had it in my hand. There it is. All right. Place our rivets in. Okay, I'm going to press those really quick. There's our roots. On. Okay, put these up. I'll probably put some on the handles too at the end so that they kind of stay up a little bit. I think that's what I did on my last one and I liked that. Okay, next step. Get a drink of water. And we need a magnet. Let's see. Nope. I don't have any skinny ones, so I'm going to have to use a big one. Which is fine. Okay, I've already placed some Decaville Heavy on those pieces. The bottom. There they are. Okay, I already have some Decaville on the back side, and I'm just going to mark my center. I'm holding it off to the side here so y'all can't see because the measurements are on the template pieces, and I don't want to give that away. Okay, that one's marked. one's marked. Okay, well, what we're going to do, oops, the side pieces out of it. So we're going to take our washer and place it over that mark, center. We're going to mark either side. Grab the wrong pen again. Okay, take our blade and cut those lines that we just marked. Okay. And we're going to take one side of each of the magnets, put it on, and then press those down. Then I'm going to put some duct tape, a little piece of duct tape over these so they don't wear on the material. Okay. Let me put a piece of duct tape on those really quick. Just so the prongs don't wear through the material. Okay. There we go. Done. Ta-da. Now that's done. Let's move on to the zipper tab pieces. You know what I'm going to do? My purse feet real quick. I'm going to put my purse feet on before I forget about it. Get that piece marked really quick here. Okay, I'm going to do like I did with the snaps, and I'm just going to cut those spots with my blade here. There we go. Hopefully I cut down deep enough. And we're going to get our purse feet. Oh no, there's no washers. There's one. Okay, let me see. Let me get some washers real quick. There we go. Okay, we're going to go from this side, Put our feet in. Okay, then you place the washers on top. And open up the prongs. Okay, that one's being difficult. Okay, hold on. See if I can get this one open. Ouch. Oh, there we go. It's just being difficult. Okay, now we're going to put some duct tape on these so they don't pull out. Just be burnishing it down so it doesn't move. Okay, now got those purse feet on. Now let's do our zipper. Okay, on the back side of each piece, I'm going to mark an inch on the ends here. This is a little bitty zipper panel. And we're going to place a piece of tape there. At that line. And then fold the ends in. Okay. Fold these ends up to meet the line. On both ends. There we go. Pull them apart. Okay, now we're going to take let's see. Okay, let's get our zipper. Get some zipper. And I'm going to cut it a lot longer than I need it. I have room to work. Now one end, I'm going to do the little 90-degree turn. Hold on just a sec. All right, on one end we're going to do a little 90-degree turn. Let's get our zipper pull on first. Okay. That's my little bow zipper pull. Guess I should cut my other zipper for my inside too. Might as well get them both done at the same time. Okay. Okay, got that done. That one's done. Okay, now we're going to do our little 90-degree turn. Okay, on the end of what's going to be open is where we're going to place it. Okay. What you do is you open it up here, because that's where the open end is. We're going to open it up, and where I made a mark, I just did it like a 1/2 inch mark. We're going to pinch that line and go off to the side, like so. And I usually sew mine down because I've tried doing the melting thing and it doesn't work for me. Okay, we're going to pinch that line and let it go off to the side. Okay. There we go. Now I'm just going to stitch that down. Undone. There we go. I'll probably burn it a little bit too. Sear the edge, I should say. Before I lose my zipper pull, I'm going to sew down the edge a little bit. Or sew across the bottom so the pull doesn't go flying off while I'm busy working on stuff. Where's my... I had it just a second ago. Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go. Got it done. Put these pins back in here. Okay, and what we're going to do is we're going to take and place it right here. I'm going to put a piece of tape. Where's my... I'm going to put a piece of tape on here first. Right along the edge. of each one. Okay. Now, we're going to place that folded edge, the teeth, just below right here. See where it's folded right there? I'm going to place my teeth right there and gently, don't pull the zipper teeth or zipper tape. Okay, and then we're going to take our lining piece and we're just going to match it up there. I'm probably going to pull my zipper out of the way because it's quite large and it already feels like it's going to get in the way. So I'm just gently matching this up. So we have our little sandwich down here. It looks like my lining, yeah, it's okay. Okay, let's pull the zipper out of the way. The zipper pull. There we go. Now we're going to sew down. Sew that down. Okay. Zip that back up. And we're going to fold them away like so. Now we're going to do a 1/8 inch all the way around. I'm going to start on this end and go up next to the zipper tape. Got a little happy there with my foot. There we go. One side. Now we're going to match up. Take the tape off here. Oops. We're going to match. See how we're matching this side? Gently placing the zipper tape on there. There we go. We're going to place our lining. We're doing the same on this side. Okay. Same seam allowance. Oh, I need to move the zipper out of the way. I forgot. There we go. Okay, we're going to fold this out of the way. And then we're going to baste around the whole thing like we did before on the other side. Let me check my bobbin. Paranoid about it not having enough. There we go. It's good for now. Okay. There it is. It's so cute. And I'll put a zip end on it later. Okay, now we're going to do our interior lining pieces. Okay. I have this little slip pocket and a zipper pocket. I think I'm going to do a zipper overlay, so I'm going to have to cut that. Let me do the slip pocket really quick. This side, okay. No, did I not? Nope, I didn't do that part yet. Okay. I'm going to do this a little bit different because this is, hold on. I feel like I'm missing something here. Together. I feel like I'm missing a piece or some instructions here. Oops. Okay. I'll have to look that up. Okay, I'm just drawing a line along the side because I want to fold this in. I'm just going to fold the sides in a little bit. And then I'm going to put this trim at the top of it. Hold on, am I doing the wrong side? Oh, maybe that's the way it's supposed to go. Hold on, I'm doing the wrong thing. Yep. No, I still fold those in. Okay, I'm not going to put the trim piece. So let's, maybe I will. There's still room. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay, now I'm going to take this trim piece, tape along the edges. Oops. On top and bottom here. And we're going to place this, yep, so that way. Okay. Come on. I was thinking the slip pocket went the other way, that you folded the edges in. And then, or that it was going to be a smaller pocket. This one goes from side to side. And this will be okay because we've got the seam allowance. It's going to catch on the sides here, since my trim doesn't go all the way. Okay, so I'm just going to top stitch that on. Oh, I was going to put a label in there. Oh well. Okay, now we're going to mark our piece here. I'm going to place this up. Maybe that piece doesn't go down. No. See, this piece goes down into the seam. Never mind. Okay. I'm just going to base this on. Okay, I think I'm going to make this divided a little bit. So, here's my pen. Not that one. Choose this one. Okay. Now we have a divided pocket. This should be big enough for a phone. Some pens, something. Okay, now for this side, the zipper side. Okay, hold on, let me check my measurements. Okay, I went and cut an overlay for my zipper. I want to get a label out. Let's see. Oh, I like this one. Oh, let's see. Tacos, solve it. We'll solve it. Stay positive. Kindness always wins. I like that one. I think we'll do that one. There's so many to choose from. This is my other one. This is my second one. What's that one? Life is tough. And so are you. Okay. Let's do this one. We're going to do the Stay Positive one. Okay, so that's our slip pocket. On this one, I'm going to put some tape. Along the edges here. I might have cut this too big, but I think it'll be fine. There's my zipper. There it is. No, it's gonna be fine. So pretty. Okay, there I am. Okay, cut the centers here so I have something to go off of. Okay, I think that's going to be good. Okay, let's get this centered on here. Right there. And we're going to stick this up under here. Oh, that's going to be so cute. Okay. I don't think that's quite centered. There we go. That's better. Okay, now we're just going to sew around the outside edges of this. And after I finish this part, then I'll change my bobbin because I don't want to run out during a crucial point. I'm going to leave my tails long. Okay, I went off the edge there. So I'm going to pull the thread out to that point. Let's just pull the thread out all together because I just went off the edge a little bit, so I'm going to redo it. There we go. Let's try this again. I'm just going to put this down in the hole where it started. There we go. Stay on the material. Pull the threads through. We can tie them off. Okay, we're going to tie these off. And then we're going to cut open our opening. This opening could have been a little bit smaller, but it's okay. Okay, and I'm just cutting away the lining. Careful not to cut your overlay. See? Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to take our zipper lining pieces, and I'm going to put some tape on one edge of each one. On the front side. I'm going to put just long enough. It makes me nervous. I'm going to cut this a little bit longer. Cut a piece. Cut that one too short. Okay, take the zipper off and we'll put it on this one. Just want to make sure we've got, you know, enough in there to catch it. I'm not paranoid that it's not in there good. Oh, come on. There we go. Now, I'm going to put some tape on the outside edge of this zipper tape. We're going to place this along the edge of that, like so. Okay, my zipper's going that way, and we place this piece on the bottom edge here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this inside the opening, just like that. Okay. I'm going to center the teeth in there. Move that zipper pull out of the way. Go ahead and get this side too. Okay. Now we're going to sew just across the bottom of this piece. Let me change my bobbin. Oh, there's plenty. There's plenty. I don't know what I was worried about. Oh, wrong way. There's plenty to this part. Okay. And we're gonna leave the tails long again. Make sure your zipper pulls out of the way. Okay, we're going to leave those long, pull them to the back, tie them off. Yeah, I could have cut that overlay just a little bit smaller. But it's going to be fine. It's going to be gorgeous. Okay, we've got all our pieces pretty much done. And then we're going to be putting it together here in a minute. Okay, now we're going to fold that down out of the way. Okay. Then we're going to place this other lining piece, take the tape off, and we're going to place it at the top of the zipper, right across here. Okay. Lining it up with the sides of the other pocket lining. Okay, now we're going to put our needle down in this hole right here, and we're going to sew up and across and back down. Okay. Leaving the tails long again. How I've been doing my pockets lately. I think it lays flatter, which is fine. And we don't have to leave this open because it's not birthed through the pocket. pull this back a little bit, and we're just going to close this pocket up. I should cut that off. I'm just cutting the other lining that's too long. There we go. There we go. Our pocket. Super cute. Okay, now we're going to take our zipper panel. Okay, and this is going to be, let's find the centers of this panel first. Found our centers and place that center of our panel, of our pocket here. And then we're going to get one of our okay, there it is. One of our upper magnet pieces here. Place that across the top here. Okay, now we're going to sew that on. And we're going to stitch down. Where's the sequence? Okay, there it is. Now we're going to push this pocket up like so and stitch across the lining. Seam is down behind, and we're going to top stitch there. No, we want it the other way. We want a top stitch up here. I almost did it wrong. We want a depressed pocket, not a perky pocket. Zipper panel. There we go. That's right. Okay. We're going to change it now. Okay, let's change this bobbin really quick. And I'll put the other side on. Line up our centers. Put this piece on. piece up and top stitch across there. There we go. Okay, now let's get the rest of it put together. Okay, now let's get these pieces together. We have the bottom and our front and back. Okay, I'm going to put the front and the side pieces on first. First, we're going to make a mark down at the bottom here. This one. Oh yeah. And we're going to make a top at the top here. All right, I'm going to put a piece of tape across the top there because we're folding the top down a 1/2 inch. So I marked 1 inch so that when we fold it down, it will be at a 1/2 inch. And the marks that I put at the bottom are 1/2 inch. Okay, we're going to fold this down first. The top piece down to that line. Okay. I'm just going to clip that to hold it. Same on this one. Fold down to that line. A couple clips just to hold it. Okay, now we're going to sew from this top edge here to that 1/2 inch mark. Okay. Clip our piece on here. Stop at that 1/2 inch mark. Okay. Now we're going to put the other side on, doing the same thing. This one we're going to start at that 1/2 inch line. coming up the other way. Excuse me. That's where we're at. Oh, it looks so good. Now we're going to do the same right here. Oh, hold on. I think Lemon wants in. Let me go see. Hold on. Oh, it wasn't Lemon. It was Mindy, my other kitty, scratching at my door. I don't know if she'll come in or not, but she might. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start up at the top here and stop at that 1/2 inch mark. Okay, now we get our bottom piece. Mark my centers, but do that now. Okay. I'm going to stick it down in here, and we're going to do the long sides first, matching the centers, and we will be starting and stopping at our interfacing. We're going to start right here where the interfacing is, because it's about 1/2 inch, and we're going to sew all the way over to this side and stop at 1/2 inch. Make sure your lining or your side piece is pulled out of the way. Use a piece of my back tape. Tape that down a little bit. we're going to grab the bottom and we're going to work on the other long side. Okay, let me tuck my bow tails up out of the way. So I don't want those to accidentally get caught in any of the seams. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to start at this 1/2 inch and end at the 1/2 inch. Now the side short pieces, they should just lay in there nicely, like so. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing. I'm using my interfacing as my guide. We'll do the other side same way. Didn't get it caught. We're good. Okay. Did that. Oh, messing with my mic. Okay. We're going to fold that in. I'm going to put some tape there. These little 4 edges that I did here. Okay, and now we're going to do the lining the same way as we just did the bottom. Fold this out of the way first. And then we'll do this side. And this side. Okay. My clip's on here to hold it. Let's put our lining together the same way. Okay. Make my marks. Oh, that's water. Top piece here. Okay. Fold this down to that line. All right. Let's go ahead and mark this. We're doing the same marks on here that we did on the exterior to fold in. Okay, we'll put our piece tape on that also. Got our edges so we can fold them in a second. Okay. Unzip my piece here. Okay. Put these together. Same way. I'm going to start at the top here and stop at that 1/2 inch mark. should have done this before I did the zipper panel. Just make sure your zipper is out of the way. Okay, now we're going to put the bottom on the same way we did on the exterior. My center's here. I'm going to have to mark because I don't have an interfacing on here, so I need to make my 1/2 inch marks. Okay, let's do this again. Line up the centers. We're going to start and stop at the 1/2 inch marks. Side. Check the centers. And it should line up. See? The bottom of the piece, edge to edge, it should line up. And then we're just going to go from our 1/2 inch mark to our 1/2 inch mark. And then we'll do the short edges the same way. We are almost done. I think I'm going to trim the seam allowance a little bit, just around the bottom. There we go. Now we are ready. Looks good. Looks good. I'm liking it. And I got that zipper down just enough. Okay, now we're going to put right side out. Okay. Fold these edges in first. I'm just folding the sides in like I did on the exterior. And because these are just taped, we can move them and realign them if we need to. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the lining right side out, leave the exterior wrong side out. Okay, make sure the zipper is down there. So we're going to tuck your D-rings are down, and we're going to tuck the handles down. And I want my zipper towards the back. Put it in there. Tuck your handles down. And we're just going to line up. Oh, that in there. Okay, we're just going to line up the top edges here. And clip along the top. Because we're just sewing these top edges for now. Okay. Do the same thing. See? We're gonna be sewing just across the top edges here. Okay. So I'm matching up my sides. There we go. Okay, now we're just going to sew across the tops. Do the other side. Same thing. Now we're going to turn it right side out. And this is why we didn't need to leave an opening in the pocket. We're going to pull this out like so. You see this great big opening here? And that's where we're going to turn it from. Get all the clips off here. Last time I did this, I lost a clip down inside and I went to sew it up and I'm like, why is it jiggling? Because there was a clip down in there. Okay. Excuse me. Just gonna pull it out. Through this opening here. Stretch it out here. There we go. Got all my corners punched out there. There we go. And voila. The lining is down inside. Okay. And this is where we're going to get the top stitching. And we're going to line this up, holding down my top edges here. And our sides are getting tucked in. So we're tucking those in, and we're matching up the edges. Those sides in. Put my zipper down in there. Okay. Get this side tucked in. I think I might be sewing from the inside. Top stitching from the inside, I should say. Just because I got so much going on the outside. It'd be easier to pay attention to it. Okay, now let's top stitch it. She's super cute. Super cute. Okay, where am I going to start? Let's see. Did that. There we go. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see. Y'all can't see very well. I'll have to change that someday. Okay, I'm going to start. I'm going to start along the side seam here. Nope. No. Okay, this is in there. There we go. Sure, zipper is out of the way, and we're going to pivot at those corner side sections. One more. Okay, we're going to pivot. Make sure you tuck your handles out of the way when you get to that point. is tucked out of the way. Your handles out of the way again. We are done. Let's get her fluffed, ready for her debut. Zip in so I can put that on. She looks cute though. Gonna do some rivets. She's a little bit tired because she just went through an ordeal. All situated. Oh, she's pretty. Okay, let me get a zip in and we will be done. Oh, I'm gonna strap too. Oh, I have this little bowl here I like to use so I don't lose my screw. Okay, I like to put some glue down in there just to make sure that it holds. I'm just going to fold the edges in like so. Slide this down over it. There we go. Get my handy dandy screwdriver. And we are done. There we go. I think I might put a couple rivets there though, because I don't like how they flop. Okay, here we go. Okay, looks good. Okay, let's see. I'm going to place a rivet right there. Right there. Okay, let me do these rivets real quick and then I'll show you how she is done. Okay, I'm gonna punch through all the layers. They went through. There we go. Okay, let's get our rivets. Oops, don't fall. Okay, let me get these pressed really quick. Okie dokie, we are done. Let's see what we have. I'll do my crossbody strap in a little bit. I just wanted to show y'all what we got going on. Put this stuff up really quick. Okay, hold on a second, I'll show you. Okay, we're done. Here she is, my version of the Valora. She's super cute, super cute. I've got the little bow zipper pulls, and I have a zipper pocket with a bow and a couple slip pockets. And then on the outside, I have my other slip pocket on the back side. And then I have my crossbody strap. Isn't she cute? I had to make one. I know. It's super adorable. And I have my 3/4 inch strap that I'm going to put on. Okay, I hope you guys had fun. I enjoyed making this. I'll probably be making some more just like this. I love the bow. Okay, I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like and subscribe. See y'all later. Bye.